What's up guys, today we've got Kai'Sa, the late game hyper carry. The aim of this video is to try and give you a basic understanding of Kai'Sa's strengths and weaknesses. This guide will be a great start to help you carry the lane and win the game. Overall, Kai'Sa's a pretty good late game hyper carry. She's definitely one you want to pick up to carry solo queue. Let's jump right in. For a starting item, you're going to want to pick up a Doran's Blade with a health potion. And generally you want to max Q, E, and W, taking R when you can. Now there's so many different builds on Kai'Sa, so I'm going to run you over the most common. We're going to start with a pickaxe, go into the Menamune, Guinsoo's, and a Nash's Tooth. The aim of this build is to try and hit all three upgrades. So her Q upgrades at 100 bonus AD, her W 100 bonus AP, and her E at 100 bonus attack speed. For the runes, I prefer Hail of Blades. This allows me to get in short trades for lots of damage. Press the attack is also quite strong. Make sure you pick up Bloodline, otherwise you're not going to have too much sustain. With the influx of ADs taking Exhaust and supports taking Ignite, I feel like Cleanse is the better option when they have an easy CC. These are my two favourite tricks on Kai'Sa, the W Flash and the R Auto Reset. Practice these before you use them in the game. A well-timed ultimate can not only reposition, but you can avoid damage. Use this trick to surprise your opponent and get a free kill. Do you hate missing some of those creeps? Me neither. Your Q is a swarm of missiles that evenly distributes among nearby enemies. Try to isolate a champion for lots of damage. Make sure you use Kai'Sa's wave clear to the fullest. You want to try and use your Q a couple of times at level 1, so you can push level 2 and get the jump on your opponent. Taking E second isn't bad for the mobility, but taking W can sometimes snag you the kill. Stack up your passive with Hail of Blades, and use your W to execute. Kai'Sa's level 1's actually really strong with Hail of Blades. You can stack your passive up really quick, so why not go for the cheese? In situations like this, it's actually more beneficial to take W first, so you can nuke that target quicker with the use of your passive. Try your best to sit back and last hit when you're against those longer ranged ADs. Look for little windows where you can trade with your Q and Hail of Blades at level 1 to get an advantage in the lane. Use the brushes to your advantage to drop minion aggro and to even cancel some of their autos. If you've got the push and you know you're going to hit level 2 first and they're going to back off and respect that, just try and last hit only to deny as much CS and XP as you possibly can. Kai'Sa's E and ultimate are great reposition tools. If the fight looks lost, you can use your ultimate to scoop in for a free easy kill. Even though this fight looks pretty lost, you can use Kai'Sa's abilities to kite away efficiently. You can use your Q when running away to keep distance from the ADC. Kai'Sa's W is a 0.5 second channel, so try and use this when CC is coming in. If you haven't fallen too far behind in the early lane phase, then Kai'Sa's mid game is an absolute threat. Use your Q to keep waves pushed, and use your W to scout Baron and even poke down the enemy. And if you got ahead in the early lane phase, well, you can do stuff like this. And now that you know how to play Kai'Sa, when should you pick it? Kai'Sa's my go-to pick if my team is full AD. This is because Kai'Sa can utilize AP items really well. Items like Nash's Tooth, Zhonya's, and even Luden's Echo are good to pick up on Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa's E and ultimate makes her an incredibly self-reliant champ. So if you're diving in alone in solo queue, then you should probably pick up this champ. Being a scaling champ, you don't really have too much pressure to perform really well in the early game. Just try and farm as best you can and wait for those items to roll in. Kai'Sa has the ability to be really dominant against traditional team fighting teams. Her mixed damage and passive allows you to melt tanks really quick, and her ultimate allows you to get into the backline and assassinate squishy targets. Thanks for watching guys, let me know what champion you want to see next.